Are you ready?
Botox kick in? Did my Botox kick in?
Brown. No, sir. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
Are you ready to answer these questions?
Yes.
Okay, let's do rapid fire questions.
Let's do it.
You have to go fast. No thinking. Just answer.
Let's do it.
What's on your bucket list that you still haven't done?
Dubai.
Do you play any instruments?
Drums.
Favorite song right now?
Espresso.
That's what it's called. Espresso by? Just so everyone knows.
What's her name?
Sabrina
Sabrina
Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. Espresso. Jam.
Banger.
Banger.
Okay. If all expenses paid, where are you traveling to?
Greece.
That's a good one. If you could be the main character in a movie, which movie would it be?
Can it be a show?
Or a show, yeah.
Tony Soprano.
What's a random, interesting fact you learned recently?
You know those little packets that you get when you buy some brand new in the box?
The poison ones?
Yeah, the poison ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just learned that that's for like moisture. In 2025, I learned that. God bless me.
Yeah. You learn something new every day.
Oh, yeah.
All
That's
right.
a good one.
Your biggest fear?
Snakes.
Do you believe in aliens?
No.
Why not?
Never seen one. Never seen any footage of it. All I heard was about it. No.
Favorite restaurant?
Mila.
Favorite president?
Favorite president
Ever?
Putin.
You might want to cut that out. You.
Putin.
First tattoo.
Godson.
Favorite sport and all-time favorite team?
Favorite sport? Football, which is called soccer here. Favorite team? Partizan Belgrade.
And for those that don't know, where is that team from?
Serbia.
Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo all day.
Are you going to go into your whole spiel on why?
It's okay.
Okay. Favorite home-cooked meal?
Lasagna.
Texting or calling?
Texting. They never call me.
Movies or movies or TV shows when you relax?
TV shows.
Most recent luxury purchase for yourself?
Rolex.
Beach or the pool?
Beach.
Favorite season?
Summer, of course.
Okay. That was all.
Beautiful.
Okay, now we're going to get into the real questions. So for those who don't know you, who is Veedo? How would you describe yourself?
I was born in Serbia. I was there during the whole war in a small place called Republic of Srpska. And then once the war kind of calmed down, we migrated. Well, we didn't migrate. We moved to Belgrade, the capital of Serbia. We were there for quite some time. And then my parents, we all migrated to Canada, Niagara Falls. That's where I went to high school. And then I moved to Toronto. I spent quite some time in Toronto. And then I moved over here in Miami.
Yeah, you love it here.
I love it here.
Never
It's my
moving.
home. Never leaving.
Well, you're in Fort Lauderdale.
I love Miami.
You moved from Miami.
It's the same thing. There's no difference between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. If I lived in Miami,
There is a huge difference.
yeah, traffic and crazy people. But besides crazy people, there's
Crazy white
like,
people here, and there's
listen,
crazy
if
Spanish
you're
people.
from Toronto, this is like the Woodbridge of Toronto. Same thing. Normal people, actually now it's not even normal in Woodbridge anyway, but used to be normal in Woodbridge, but now this is like the calm Miami, which I love.
No, it's nice here. I like it.
Beautiful.
Are you nervous to start this podcast?
No, not at all.
No?
No,
Why not?
I love this.
So you said you grew up in a war.
Mm-hmm.
What did a normal day look like as a kid for you?
A normal day. Well, you had the good days and the bad days. The good day was you wake up, you play soccer with the boys. I was always outside no matter what. I mean, there was no social media, there was no phones or nothing. So we were always outside. God bless, thank God. Play soccer with the boys, play war. We would go to Serbian army's trenches that, the front line obviously moved more forward and forward. So we will be in those trenches that were not used at a time, and we'd be finding old people's guns, and we find bullets, and that was our toys. That was a normal day.
Not your typical childhood.
No, not at all. But I love it. I would not change it for anything. But then on a bad day, you wake up, you can't go nowhere. Sirens going off, grenades flying over your head. You had to sit in a room that's in our house at least, we had this one little part of the house that was built by thick concrete. So grenades couldn't pierce if the grenade was to hit the house. So me, my sister, my mom, my dad, grandpa, my cousins, we would all be in that little room sometimes for days. There was times that we would go in the garage. My grandpa had this hole in the garage. I think it was for mechanics, maybe to change oil or something back then. I don't know what this hole was for, but we would be in there too. At night when NATO bombed that part of Republic of Srpska, where I was at. Then I remember one night my grandpa would get me out. He's like, "Let's go. Come with me on the balcony." And we went, my grandpa was a G.
Oh, this story's funny.
Yeah, man, that's my man. He took me on the balcony one time, and he had this old gun. I don't know what this thing even was, carabin or something like that. And we saw these NATO planes flying around, and he would literally shoot at these planes with this old gun. It was like an old hunting rifle. I don't even know where he got this gun from, but he was trying to shoot planes from it. So yeah, man, that was my childhood. Dad would come home, help him clean the gun. He was always on the front lines. So you stayed home with my sister, my mom, and that was it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was every day.
There's so many stories that I would love for you to say.
Yeah, that's for another time.
But they're funny. Anyways, what's something from your childhood that shaped you more than you realized it at the time? Something that you took from your childhood to today.
I'll say that, you know what? The most thing that I got from all that was I appreciate life and everything that God gave me more than most people, I'll say. Because I've seen how fast
gratitude?
people can lose. Yes. I've seen how fast people can lose everything they have. I've seen how fast people can lose their parents, their loved ones. Like right now, for example, we have people in Russia and Ukraine. Their husbands are being dragged out of their houses to go fight in a war that have nothing to do with them. There's women right now crying because they lost their husbands. There's mothers crying because they lost their sons. I've seen it firsthand when I was a kid. I had my neighbor next door. I remember me and my sister would go to bed, and we hear her screaming, crying every night, yelling his name. Those things, they're in my head every day. So what I have now, I appreciate like crazy because I know how fast life can change. And that's one thing that most people, where we are, like in North America, period, they don't understand that life across the water, it's so much different.
It's so different.
It's crazy. Gaza.
We live in our own bubble.
Israel, yeah, people in Israel and Gaza right now, there's people losing their family every single day. And we don't even know what that looks like here. People don't even know. If I told these stories, like I told you a million times, if I told these stories to somebody, they think it's a movie. They don't understand this is reality. Even go to Mexico, go to South America. People would die to have what we have here. They would die for the opportunity.
Well, it's the American dream. That's why everybody wants.
Exactly. But I think that people here should appreciate a lot more what they have than they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What was the hardest mindset shift you had to make once you left that environment?
I'll say when I moved when I moved from Serbia to Canada, the craziest thing for me was getting adjusted to like different nationalities and race of people. I remember when me and my friend went to school our first, second day, because we all migrated to an immigration home, right? So it was like we lived in a house full of immigrants. So we had one corner of the house, the other family had the other corner of the house. So we went to school, and I remember seeing, for the first time in my life, I seen an Arabic person. And I was like, wow, what the hell is going on? Then I seen a black person. I seen a Chinese guy. I'm like, wow, this is very different. You know, it's
people from everywhere.
People from everywhere. And where I'm from, it's one nation, one type of people. That's all you see. So when you come there in grade 5, 6, I came. I don't remember.
Imagine if you would have come to Miami.
Oh my God! I feel like that right now in Miami because no one speaks English. But when I came to Canada, I remember that because Canada is a very multicultural country. So that was very crazy for me to get adjusted. And on top of that, I didn't speak any English. Yeah. People spoke English to me. I'm like, huh? What's going on?
How did you learn English?
3 months it took me. I was forced. You're a kid. People talking to you.
Like in school, obviously, right?
In school, of course. And I learned it pretty fast. I mean, you know what? I should learn Spanish because obviously wifey's Spanish. And I'm going to speak Spanish to my tios.
It's not that hard. Really, it's not that hard. It's easy to learn Spanish if you know English. You know what I mean? Like there's very similar words. I'm serious.
But no, right now, no. But I would love to learn Spanish.
But you say that because you hear different types of like accents from different types of people, like Argentinian Spanish, Cuban Spanish, Venezuelan Spanish. Like they're all different.
Yeah.
You know, everyone has their own like slang.
Slow Spanish. I see some guy go. That's crazy,
like
and I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
But it's not.
I think there'll be at this point, I think it's a very hard task for me. But hey, we're in North America. Speak English. That would be great.
Now you sound like my dad.
Hey, it is what it is.
Okay. Is there a version of you that still lives in like a survival mode?
Yes. My whole version. I live in survival mode every single day because I know how fast I can lose it all, and I know that I always have to be ready no matter what. It can be a beautiful day today. You can wake up tomorrow to a whole different day, whole different life, and I am ready for all that.
So you appreciate every single day?
I appreciate everything. Thank God.
Why did you decide to do this podcast, and why now? What made you want to?
I want to be the voice of the people that had the same story as me, I guess, or similar.
I don't think anyone has the same story.
No, there's a lot of people. God bless them, even worse than me, actually.
Yeah.
But I want to be that guy that I want to share their stories. Because these days, these podcasts are all the same. They all fight for celebrities. They talk about, if you watch this podcast,
very gossipy.
It's gossip about each other's podcasts, each other's stories. You see one guy will talk about what the streamer did, and then he'll go on this podcast and talk about what the streamer did. Like their whole stories based on nothing. But there is some podcasts that they do a great job when it comes to this kind of stuff. I think it's called The Connect. That guy is amazing. I like his podcast. But for most part, it's just nonsense. And I think that there's that missing gap that I believe that I can fill in. And hopefully I do.
You definitely will. I know you will. Because we have these conversations at home all the time.
Yeah, we do.
Like, all the time. So I know you've met a lot of people with like incredible stories. Mm-hmm. What do you think connects all of them?
What connects
what connects these people with like their their stories, like the resilience, like what is one thing that they all have in common?
Definitely resilience. I think it's gratitude, resilience, but the ones that do come out good, I believe that they all come out humble. They all come out very respectful. And most people I ever met in my life that came out, that went through something in their life, they know what respect is. They know what being a man is. They know how to take care of their family, what it means to be a man. Because most men that never been through nothing, they're empty. I always say every man should almost die, because I believe that will make you a real man. You will understand what it is to, to struggle in life, and you understand to appreciate life.
Almost die, maybe just struggle in a
Almost
way.
Die.
Go broke.
Or definitely go broke. Every man should 100% go broke. And that's, then at the end, if you go broke, it's what you do after. I have a friend, Joe, who, great guy, he was homeless. And right now he just bought a brand new house. And God bless him. Those
That's
kind of people.
beautiful,
It's amazing to see those kind of people make it out.
I think it's like a conscious decision that someone has to make, that they're like,
100%.
you know what, this is not gonna.
100%. And it's also what your father instilled in your head when you were a baby, when you were a kid, when you were growing up. It's what kind of movies you watched. It's what kind of friends you had. My friends, my friends, the people I grew up with, we pushed each other every single day. You couldn't be weak. You couldn't be just another random dude. You had to grow up tough. You had to be a tough guy. Especially my circle. If we see any weakness, we're coming. We're gonna be on you. So we all push each other.
What do you mean by weakness? In what sense?
In every sense. In life, if you let's say if you're going down in any way, drugs or anything crazy, or if you're just weak, like a weak man, that was unacceptable. So we pushed each other every single day. Even to this day, I have friends like me and my partner. We push each other every single day to be better. There's no space, no time to be weak. We have days where we go, we haven't got any crazy jobs with construction, but we're not gonna go down. We don't go down. We push each other and we get it back up.
It's good to have friends like
100%. And every man should have friends like that. And that's why there's a lot of men, they're depressed. A lot of men that I see these days, especially on social media, you see them crying in cameras and do all these things. I could never do that, because if I ever recorded myself doing something crazy, I would have 30 phone calls from 30 of my friends saying, Veedo, what are you doing, man? Like, are you crazy? Delete that right now. Or, what are you wearing? You look nuts. Like, come on, man. Like, these type of things you need friends for. That's why every man should have an army with them. And I was very blessed in my life to have not friends, but family. I have my blood family and my friends. They're not friends. I don't even have friends. I have family. All my boys are my family. And I appreciate that more than anything. It's a blessing.
What are people not really talking about that needs to be talked about more? And we talk about these things a lot. Like,
I think just reality of life. I don't think people understand reality anymore. People are glued to their phones. They live in social media. They live on their phones. They need to live in reality. They're missing on their whole life. And these conversations got to be, it starts with the parents. Like, teach your kids how to live their life, not staring at a screen all day, I think that's very important.
I think my generation is like the last to kind of experience the life prior to social media, which I'm so grateful for, because I
would say yes.
I remember going outside and playing, and like social media was not a thing for me growing up. Like there was no tablet, there was no iPad.
No, that's not how you raise a child. And these days I see a lot of mothers just like they'll give their child whatever they want just to shut them up, and that's not how you raise your kid. No.
What is something that makes them interesting to you?
I'll say their story, 100%. Their story, where they come from, what they've been through. I can tell when I meet somebody, I can read people pretty fast. And if I see just the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way, you talk, I can tell immediately if this man's been through something or this man is just another lost soul.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And unfortunately, it's very sad.
Yeah.
And I wish there wasn't, but unfortunately, there's so many men. They're so lost, and it's very sad to see. And I'm hoping to God that maybe this podcast can get into some of their heads and maybe wake them up.
Definitely. What kind of stories are you most excited to tell?
Real life stories. I wanna bring people here that that shared some crazy stories that they've been through, how they made out of nothing into something. I really like that kind of stuff. I like struggle. I'm still, like you said, survival mode. I'm still in that. No matter how good I do one day or not, I'm always intrigued by how people make it out of going down so deep and then come back up. So that's number one thing I want to share with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people need to hear that because some people don't have, like you said, the right support system, like friends and stuff like that. And when you're by yourself, it's so easy to just stay down,
Yep.
But nowadays you can just go online and
Yeah. People find that's their exit. That's their like that's medication, I guess. They'll go online.
they're like therapy.
They're therapy. Yeah, they'll scroll, and they're looking at other people make it, and that's their therapy. I mean, what kind of man? I don't know. It is.
What's one thing that you're still working on?
Oh God, a lot of things. How to be normal, I guess. how to be a human being. I don't know, man. How to be normal. That's one thing I'll say.
But why do you want to be normal? You don't have to be
I
normal.
I just feel like I'm crazy.
What's like something like an actual trait that you think maybe this is something that I could try to work on for my best interest?
Stop thinking so deep every single day. I'm a thinker, so maybe I gotta relax and enjoy.
You overthink.
I overthink everything, and I'm always ready for something crazy.
You think the worst, sometimes.
Of course.
Your mind goes to the worst.
Oh God, I sleep with guns. It's just I gotta relax. I'll say I gotta
take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy a little bit because it's nice over here. We're in Florida. Chill out.
Life is good.
Life is good, man. It's not that bad. You're not gonna have grenades fly over your head, and it's good. So enjoy it. COVID messed me up too. I remember I would never think that they would shut down the whole world for a flu.
That was crazy. To say that we lived through that is pretty nuts.
You don't even know what I've been through with that. I couldn't even go grocery shopping because I wasn't
feel like
vaccinated.
the life before COVID was a completely different life.
It was a whole shift, and that's what I'm telling you. That's I'm ready for right now. I'm literally like, let's go. Because I'm on defense all day because you never know. We can wake up tomorrow to a whole new COVID. And like I said, you guys here in Florida, you had it good. In Canada, it was I think it's still a disaster over there with every winter they're promoting vaccines and all this crazy shit. It's nuts. So
didn't you say they facilitate suicide?
100%.
Like, is that an actual thing?
They have commercials in Canada saying, "Hey, commit suicide. We'll help you."
No way.
That's that's crazy.
That's not
crazy.
Oh, that's so crazy.
Yep.
What does success mean to you?
What does success mean to me? Nothing. It means nothing. Success is nothing. It's just hard work, discipline and hard work. And the harder you work, what's success, right? What is success? Everyone has a different definition of success.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is to keep my family safe, my mom, my sister, my wifey, my dogs, my family, my boys, That's my success. Some other people might have a different success that they may be money driven. I believe that money comes with gratitude and hard work, and I don't believe in luck. So success, I mean, everybody has a different level of success. So to me, it's nothing.
Okay. If Kid Veedo saw you right now, what would shock him the most?
That I'm alive. That I'm alive. I believe that Kid Veedo, like, what? You live in Miami?
Little Veedo.
What? Like, that's not even a thing, man. Like, I don't know. I don't think Little Veedo would know. He will be shocked.
What would you tell Little Veedo if you could tell him something when he was younger, as grown up Veedo?
I would tell Little Veedo when he was younger to get haircuts twice a week instead of once a week.
I'm telling you, you're so stupid.
Even though I was getting haircuts twice a week since I was like probably 17, 18 years old. So yeah. Hey, listen, haircuts keep you fresh, keep you motivated, keep you. As a man, it's like makeup for women. You know, that's what it is. It's like it keeps you happy. It keeps you like, you know, you feel good when you get a haircut. At least me, for example.
Of course. Anything that makes you feel good.
Yeah, my man, iCut Art does a great job. God bless him.
2 times a week.
2 times a week. Every man should get haircuts 2 times a week and buy Rolex. Because when you invest in a Rolex, you will automatically feel more successful, and other men will view you differently. I don't believe that men should invest in cars and stuff like that. Invest in accessories. Don't buy yourself a crazy shirt that says all these brand names and you look like a clown. You know, you're an absolute clown. I think you should invest in accessories because that's a man thing, you know, a clean, nice accessories. And I believe a watch, it's always been a gentleman thing. So
I think you can buy cars, but I think before you buy the cars, you need to buy, like, there's an order. Like, you can't have you can have a nice car and go to like an efficiency. Do you know what I mean? Which in Miami, there's Lambos parked in efficiencies.
Oh, trust me, I've seen it. I've seen broke men drive Lambos, get them repoed, and it's
like listen, there's a order to this.
Of course, but even if you're a man, why are you buying a crazy car? Especially in Miami, you're gonna drive it from your house to a parking lot. When you go somewhere to flex, like these men do, they go to Brickell, they go to these crazy spots. You don't bring your car with you. No one knows what you drive, and no one cares.
Well, you take it to the valet.
Exactly, to the valet. And in Miami, in Miami, a Lamborghini, all these cars, they look like rent-a-cars. They're rentals. Like, you don't know there's no difference. I don't know if that guy owns that car. No one knows what's going on around you anyway. So it's a zoo.
Yeah, it is. What's something that you're proud of that has zero to do with money and status?
That I'm proud of?
Yep. Something you're proud of.
I'm very proud of the fact that I can take care of my family. I'm very proud of the friends that I have, family that I have. All my boys, I'm very proud of them. I'm proud of my whole circle. I'm proud of the life that I have. And this has nothing to do with the status or nothing. It's just I'm proud of the people that I have around me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people have that.
No, they don't. Especially men, which is very sad. And I wish they all did, because it'd be a lot less suicides with men. It'll be a lot less clowns walking around because, hey, it is what it is.
There'll be a lot less divorce rates.
That's a whole other conversation.
Do you think going through war made you stronger or different?
Both. Definitely stronger and definitely different. Sometimes I feel like I don't fit in anywhere I go. I feel like I just don't fit in till this day. I'm not saying the war specifically did that, but maybe just who I am. But it definitely made me different and definitely made me stronger, because right now I feel like I've seen it all, man. I've seen dead bodies. I've seen grenades blow up very close to me. I've seen everything, man. So it's like,
I think what you have that a lot of people subconsciously have is that you actually have no fear to do anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you've
Like the
seen it.
fear was like just be out of you, I think. And a
You-
lot
you
of people
be different.
subconsciously they say that they maybe want to start a new venture, like whatever, and they're just like in the back of their mind they're
afraid.
scared.
They're
They're
afraid.
very scared.
I don't think twice. If I think of something, I'm jumping on it. I have no fear I have no fear of losing, because losing will make you stronger. I have no fear of anything. And that's sometimes that's a bad thing, because I believe that you should have fear. It will keep you more grounded, and I definitely I am very grounded. It made me grounded, but I think I should have more fear, which is probably my weakness. I should have some fear of something.
Maybe you shouldn't underestimate things
Yeah, exactly.
so much.
But I'm very humble, thank God.
Yes, you are. That's what I love about you. What do you want to leave people with this podcast? Like, what do you want them to leave with?
I want them to tune in. I want them to listen to the people I bring in. I hope, and I'm hoping they learn from some of the guests that I bring in, their stories and how they made it. And I'm hoping that they can take that story and maybe put it towards their life, and succeed. Push themselves out of the hole they're in, if you're in a hole. And, I think this is going to be a great thing for everybody that knows me, that everybody that, that's listening to podcasts. If you're brand new, if you never, seen me before, I think this is something that's going to be really, really good for everybody. And there's going to be a strong message from every single episode. I'm going to bring in people that I believe that have a great story to share. And like I said, this podcast is not for people that want to see celebrities talk nonsense and gossip, and I'm not into that. This is strictly for people, they're real people that want to hear real conversations, that relate to those kind of conversations, and I'm hoping that, they tune in.
So who do you have? What's coming? Like, who do you have coming
We have
here?
27 confirmed guests right now, actually 28. I have...
Give us some, like...
I'm not going to give out any names because,
no,
it's
not names,
what I
but
do,
like,
but
just,
I have some crazy, businessmen. They're very successful, that can share some crazy stories that they've been through. I got my little Serbian homie that's here in Miami. He's a basketball manager. I'm not going to say his name, God bless him, but I cannot wait to bring him here. His story is also crazy. Another barber here in Miami, he was actually kidnapped by the cartel in Mexico. His story is insane. So, and he made it. He's here in Miami, living good. His wifey, his kids. So yeah, man, I'm very excited. I cannot wait. January, we're going off.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Me neither. I cannot wait.
I cannot wait. Well, that concludes all the questions.
Perfect.
Yay.